Hello and welcome back to another tutorial here on RackNerd TV. This is Christian and today we will be discussing how to install phpMyAdmin using Docker Compose on Ubuntu, which we went over in the previous tutorial on this channel here, so stick around because by the end of this tutorial, you'll learn how easy it is to install phpMyAdmin that will make managing your website's database with Docker a breeze. Oh, and before I forget, make sure that you already have a server running Ubuntu with Docker installed if you want to follow along. And this is a continuation of our previous video about how to install WordPress using Docker Compose with domain and SSL. So make sure to check out that video first before you get into this one so that we're all on the same page, okay? So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and let's discuss phpMyAdmin with Docker Compose. So alright, let's start with the basics. phpMyAdmin is a free open source tool that simplifies the management of MySQL and MariaDB databases through a user-friendly web interface. And whether you're a seasoned developer or you're just starting out, phpMyAdmin provides a visual way to interact with your database, making tasks like creating, editing, deleting database tables and records a lot more intuitive than they would be otherwise. So why should you consider using phpMyAdmin for your website hosting? Well, first off, it's all about efficiency. With phpMyAdmin, you can handle complex database operations without needing to write complex SQL queries. This means less time fumbling through code and more time focusing on what really matters to you, your website, and its content. And as mentioned, we are going to install phpMyAdmin using Docker Compose, which is an awesome tool. Let me explain. Docker Compose is a tool that lets you define and manage multi-container Docker applications. Why is that important? Well, it ensures your phpMyAdmin installation is isolated and independent from your host system. This eliminates any potential conflicts and makes your setup portable, allowing you to replicate it easy across any different environment. All right, let's go ahead and get our hands dirty with the installation process. Remember, you can find all the codes and resources in the description down below this video. So let me share my screen with you and we'll get started with the tutorial. First of all, let's make sure our DNS are pointed to a subdomain where we will host our phpMyAdmin application. To do this, let's open up our DNS management section from our domain registrar and point an A record to your subdomain, which is phpMyAdmin.domain.com, which in my case is phpMyAdmin.RackNerdTV.com. Now save that and proceed to logging into your server. Once logged in, let's go ahead and update our system package list by running this command. Next, we need to navigate back to our WordPress project directory in which we have created our previous tutorial when installing WordPress with Docker Compose. Just simply run this command to do exactly that. Now edit our dockercompose.yml, also known as YAML file, using the nano editor by running this command. Here, we will update the file by adding phpMyAdmin service configurations. Just copy and paste the following configuration into your dockercompose.yml file, just between the WordPress and database service configuration, such as the WP: and the DB: Don't worry, I will make the code available in the description down below, so please just check it out so you can follow along with me. And make sure to replace the example domain, such as my demo domain, RackNerdTV.com, with your own domain. Once done, save and exit the dockercompose.yml file by hitting Ctrl+X at the same time, and then press Y to confirm if you're using Windows, and feel free to use the alternative keys if that doesn't work for you. Furthermore, we can also customize the PHP configuration using a custom php.ini file. This is helpful to limit or avoid abuse against attackers from any other script vulnerabilities, such as plugins or modules you install that use PHP programming languages. So it's a good practice to limit the values initially and then just scale further when necessary based on your own usage. To implement this best practice, let's navigate to the folder that we made in the previous tutorial, with which is the config directory, and let's create and open up a php.conf.ini. And we'll do that via the nano editor by running this command. Next, let's paste this code into it, and feel free to adjust the values as per your preferred ones. The upload limit for phpMyAdmin container is independent of the values you use in the file. Finally, save the file by pressing Ctrl+X and entering Y when prompted for Windows users. Once again, please use the appropriate or alternative keys for the operating system that you have. So we're now ready to update or install new features to our Docker service, which in our case is adding phpMyAdmin. To do this, we'll just execute this command. The process should not take long, and once done, let's go ahead and reboot our server by running the following command. Now let's check out our phpMyAdmin installation by navigating to phpMyAdmin.domain.com. Make sure to replace domain, of course, with whatever your domain is. The login with your credentials, which is root as the username, and then password is the value of your db_root_password in your .env file in which we created in our previous video tutorial, or simply run this command to check your database password. So as you can see here, I am inside of my PHP root user account. If you're able to log in without any issues, you are now able to manage your website's database here or through phpMyAdmin easily. And that's it. Congratulations, you have successfully set up phpMyAdmin with Docker Compose on Ubuntu. This powerful combination will empower you to manage your website database with ease, efficiency, and flexibility. So if you're interested in optimizing your website management experience, even more, don't forget to visit RackNerd.com to learn more about our hosting solutions and the fantastic features that we offer. And thank you for joining me today, and until next time, happy hosting.